Namaste. Welcome to Babaji Sannidhan videos. Hope all are happy. The Kriya Kundalini awakening or Kriya Kundalini Jagran. Today we are beginning the 18th step. 18th step will be totally unique than all other 17 steps. The reason is this is not one video, but this will be 7, 8, 9, 10 videos every day. One video coming. Maybe the videos may be very short. More attention is needed from the participants unless you very keenly observe the message we are giving. It will be difficult for you to be part of it. So it will just be one video of 10 to 12 minutes, around 15 minutes, not more than that. The supreme powers are within the hands of the yogis who are participating in Kriya Kundalini awakening or Kriya Kundalini Jagran or any other yoga what you participate. The only qualification is being attached, being connected with the divinity. Once the connectivity happens, all that the divinity is having is enshrined within you. All those knowing within the divinity comes to you. You become part of it, provided the supreme powers, the mystical powers, what we are going to discuss day by day, are used with the utmost test. The supreme powers within the yogi or the participants. To realize these powers, one has to be having full trust on the divinity, full trust on you, full trust on your guru. Only when these 3 points are 100% merged, joined together without any wavering, it is possible. The fourth qualification will be for you to use these things only for good purpose, not for any malefic aim or destroying some others or destroying others or an intention to destroy a group of people. In their own wisdom, the Saiva Siddhas who have attained Sarva Siddhi have given everything in codified manner or in a very subtle manner so that it is not accessed by the evil-minded persons. As a result, we had to open these secrets only at the end of the program, because the body, mind and soul are to be cultured by us from a raw state of the participants. Now, after having participated in about 17 steps of Kriya Kundalini awakening, all of you who have participated have come to the focus of trust, focus of showing commitment to the society, focus of showing commitment to yourself, focus of showing commitment to the divinity. With this maturity, we are one by one discussing about the superpowers within us which we can invoke and which are all described in the yoga treatise of different masters. Not one master or two masters, including Acharya, Adi Shankara, have dealt with these superpowers. There are so many innumerable superpowers available, but we are taking a few of them and discussing here. There are 4 prominent understanding: Sarya, that is for working for others, serving others, taking care of others, being part of others' pain. The second one is Kriya, the action with awareness. Yoga, the accumulation or dismantling or going to a state of nirvana. And Gnana, the intelligent or the intellect part of our being, which we need to draw, invoke, or make use of it only for the purpose of doing positive things, doing constructive things, doing productivity related things, not for any destructive or for any malefic acts or for any kind of destruction or destructive acts. The yogis are empowered with the ability to instantly become smaller in size. The smaller in size is you will remain as it is here, but you will make yourself as a miniature and appear somewhere or do the cause of changing certain things. That means the yogi will have the mastery over the elements. Everything what we see is made out of colors, or everything what we see is made out of Panchabhutas, the Agni, Jala, Vayu, Prithvi and Akash. Every items what we see, animate or inanimate, tangible or intangible, everything is made out of Panchabhutas. Once we have mastery over these Panchabhutas, as a matter of trust on the divinity reposes or reciprocates to us with these powers. For example, although these things were used for a different or malefic purpose, we will draw some of the examples where these were possible. Once Parikshit Maharaja was involved in a hunting activity. He comes to the ashrama of a sage named Shamika. The king Parikshit Maharaja was chasing a beautiful deer. It appeared to him that it has entered the hermitage or the ashrama of the sage. At that situation, the sage Shamika was in meditation or dhyana. Parikshit Maharaja asks a question, did you see any deer coming this side? Since the sage Shamika was involved in dhyana, he did not respond to the king. Angered by not getting any response from the sage, the Parikshit Maharaja takes a dead snake and just puts around the neck of the sage. Still the sage is continuing his dhyana, but the message goes to Shamika's son Shringin through a friend of Shringin. Having offended by the act of the king, Shringin curses Parikshit Maharaja to be killed by a snake within 7 days from that day. The story goes with so many people coming to offer so many facilities, so many protection to save the king, including the sage Shamika. An instant fortified place is erected through which no one can have access, no snakes can come. In such a way, the place was fortified. However, the head of snakes or the king of snakes, Takshaka, is entrusted with the completing the curse. Takshaka now wants to execute the project of killing Parikshit Maharaja, but the place is fortified and nobody can enter. Takshaka becomes smaller than the small, becomes like an insect and enters a fruit which is carried to the king. So having gained entry into the fortified place, Takshak there he becomes expanded and kills the Parikshit Maharaja. This was possible. Smaller than the smaller. How it is possible? Let us take one more example. We have three types of bodies. One is Sthula Sharira, second is Sukshma Sharira, third one is Karana Sharira. The Sukshma Sharira is like a small thin layer of skeleton around us, a aura type, which if necessary can be shrink into a smallest portion if it is crushed. For example, your intention is to help a person who is in dire need of your help, but you are in a different location, that person is in a different location, your intention is to help. Even without your knowledge, on your behalf physically, someone will go there and render the same help what you intended to give to that particular person. How it happens? Your Sukshma Sharira, with the help of a Karana Sharira, moves without even your knowledge and goes and appears for that person as you or your representative and renders the helps and come back. These are all to be believed only when you experience. As a disciple of Mahavatar Babaji, I have undergone this experience not one or two times, several times I have experienced. Each of my experience at different stages I will be sharing with you. For the time being, let us understand that we have the ability to become smaller than what we are, smaller than the smallest, even smaller than an atom. This Shakti is called Anima Shakti. This Shakti is called Anima Shakti or miniaturization of the whole physical body through a different process where the participant has control over the elements. All material elements are the outcome or the byproduct of the Panchabhutas, as we discussed earlier. Keep this in mind, and to attain this power, we will have to do Samyama. The Samyama is total focusing on a particular thing whereby you get so much of powers. We have already discussed and we have given several clues, several experiments to show you how to gain more concentrative power through various methods, through various experiments, through various live examples. Just go through those videos and realize that you have powers to be part of the Anima Shakti or miniaturization or becoming smaller than the smallest, and it is possible for us to achieve this. All the very best. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.